Hello, and welcome to Back to School Night for AP World History. My name is Ms. Schnorr, and I am your child's AP World History teacher this year. On the screen, you will see my best contact information. So email is the best way to contact me right now, and that is my best email there. I will check the email every day, and I will get back to you within 24 hours. Sometimes it'll be a little bit sooner rather than later, or other times it might take me a day to get back to you, but I will get back to you as soon as possible. So that is the best way to contact me, is that email right there. So a little bit more information about me. I grew up in Indiana. I grew up in Nubblesville, which is just north of Indianapolis, if you are familiar with the area. And I went to Indiana University for my undergrad in social studies education. So go Hoosiers. I also love to travel. That's one of the things I absolutely love to do. Hopefully soon we'll be able to get back to that. And I've been to a lot of really neat places throughout the world. However, probably the coolest thing that I got to do while traveling is I actually got to teach abroad. I taught in Ireland for a semester, so that was very neat, a very eye-opening experience for me, and something that I talk about quite a bit in class. So your students will probably take home some stories and tell you some stories about Ireland there. And then also, I'm a huge soccer fan. As far as professional sports go, that is my sport. That's the one I like to watch and love to follow, and my favorite team is Barcelona. Talk a little bit more about what AP World History is in particular. So AP World History is a college level course. It's meant to be equivalent to a 100 level entry course that you would take maybe your first year of college. And it is created and monitored through College Board. They're the same people that do the SAT, PSAT, and any other AP classes that your child might take. And the whole point of taking an AP class is the potential for getting that college credit at the end of the year. And your child might earn that college credit via their AP test, which they're going to take in May. And then this year, the AP test will be on May 10th, this coming spring. The format of which I think is still kind of up in the air. As of right now, AP is planning on going back to their original in-person testing format. However, as you guys know, anything could happen here. So as soon as I know information, I will present that information back to you. But as of right now, May 10th, 2021 is the goal here. And your child can earn credit depending on the university. Most universities will take AP credit for face value, like give your, if you know, 100 level world history class, you'll get 3 credits there. But it does depend on the university, and some universities require higher scores than other universities. So I would highly recommend kind of researching into those universities' policies that your child might be interested in. But on top of that, this is a great course. This is a course that is meant to be challenging. It's meant to get kids thinking in a different way. And it is meant to be rigorous for those students that need something more than an honors level course. So that is AP World. Now, because AP World is a challenging course, you got to remember we have sophomores taking a college level class. I highly recommend that you are patient with your student and helping them through this process of figuring out a college level course. Obviously, I am here to help them. However, on your end, especially this year with the way school is set up, encourage them to be patient with themselves and to take time to figure things out. That's my biggest advice for AP World and being successful in it. Just so you know, on our Schoology page, in this same folder, this same Back to School Night folder, I have put a little list of my helpful hints and tips for AP World History if you want to take a look through that and maybe share that with your student as well. That is up there for you. So let's talk a little bit more about terminology and expectations, especially for this year, as you're helping your student navigate through this distance learning process. And two of the biggest terms that you need to know, and you've probably heard this over and over again from all your students' classes, is synchronous versus asynchronous. Our synchronous sessions are when we meet face-to-face as a class, and your student will access our synchronous sessions via Blackboard Collaborate, which they can get to on a link through Schoology. In a minute, I'm going to show you all of the Schoology things and kind of walk you through that as well. The other big term is asynchronous assignments, and you can kind of this year think of asynchronous assignments as homework. It's anything that the student is expected to do outside of class time. For our purposes for AP World, the vast majority, 90% of the asynchronous assignments are going to be their reading assignments. They typically will need to read a chapter a week in their textbook and answer a few questions to go along with that. So vast majority of their asynchronous assignments are our chapter reading in our textbook. Our asynchronous assignments are set up that you always have a week to do it. So your student will always have Monday till the next Monday for any asynchronous assignment to do. I'll put it online on our Schoology page on Monday. They have then until that next Monday to complete it within their own time frame. So let's talk specifically about Schoology. This is your child's Schoology page, and for this year, this is going to be our go-to page for everything that is AP World History. And when you click on the course, which your child will have a list of courses up at the top here, and you will choose the course, and it opens up to this materials page. And in AP World History, we have everything organized per week. So we're on week 2. Your child will open up your week 2 folder. I always put a calendar of the week and expectations for the week first thing. So that is what that is. And then their asynchronous assignments for that week. Again, your child will always have a week to complete those asynchronous assignments. And then everything else here are things that we do during our synchronous learning time in class and things that students will need to access during our class time. So that is what Schoology is. In order to access our synchronous learning classes, you go over here and click Collaborate Ultra, and it'll bring you to a little screen here where you're going to click AP World, and you can join the session, and that'll bring you straight to our Blackboard Collaborate page, which is where we will do our face-to-face classes. Another thing with Schoology, if for whatever reason your student can't attend our Schoology class or our synchronous class, there's always a recording of classes. All you have to do is click this little menu button up here, hit recordings, and all of the recordings will be there of the synchronous classes, so your student can go back and watch those recordings if they miss class. All right, so that is all that I have for you as far as back to school night. Please know that I am very open to communication. This year, especially, communication is going to be extremely, extremely important. Do not hesitate to reach out and email me with any questions or concerns that you may have. And I look forward to working with your student this year.